A huge part of our experience and our history is working with the Dutch horticultural industry. And the Netherlands is an incredible country with respect to the greenhouse industry. They today are exporting 2 to 3 times the food that they require for their own people. And how are they doing that? They're doing that because of the greenhouses, because of the efficiencies they create. But at the heart of the greenhouse, automation equipment aside and all the other benefits, it's really the crop consultant. So you could say 20, 30, 40 years ago, we might have been producing 20 or 30 kilograms of tomatoes per square meter per year. Today, this day in the 21st century, we're now seeing certain operators with the right cultivars of tomatoes producing 110, 120 kilograms of tomatoes per square meter per year. How is this possible? It's the crop consultant.
I think the crop consultancy is important to almost all parts of what we're doing. It creates a connection between the user of our system, the end product, and the design phase.
Today, there are many people who are very, very knowledgeable in growing cannabis at a small scale. And unfortunately, that small scale knowledge doesn't really translate to mass scale production, along with the savings that are necessary to keep a business operational for years.
Yeah, for example, if the nutrition is off, if the nutrition is not the same as a previous cycle, that may account for quality or quantity differences, for example. So in a lot of cases, growers aren't even able to explain, why the outcome is different.
So our crop consultants come from that industrial scale. For example, a lettuce facility that I visited in the last month or so, they were producing 14 million heads of lettuce a year with no pesticides being applied to that plant. And when they leave that facility, they're ready to be consumed by a consumer. There's no washing, there's no degradation of a pesticide we need to worry about, there's no insects in it. They're going out the door, ready to market and fresh.
We've learned from projects and facilities that we've engaged with in the past. And so we know what the difficulties are, and we preemptively solve a lot of the issues that especially new facilities or new companies might face.
So our crop consultancy is giving us information about what happens out on site in a formal way as well. And it gives us a practical, you can say an input that is very practical to the design of the ALPS installation, but also to our general design.
So crop consulting, it basically focuses on all the operational activities in cultivation. And there have been instances where it's possible to save 50% on labor, increase the yield by 20%, for example, with no sort of substantial increase on the cost side, just with the existing configuration or hardware. It doesn't always help to focus on cost price. It's if we are able to improve the value of the product, reduce wastage, or increase the quality. Like in fruit, vegetables or ornamentals, yield and quality are often go hand in hand, so they're not necessarily a trade-off. Then, for example, from a finance perspective, getting your cost of capital 1% down or something, that's not nearly as impactful as operational consultancy.
So whether it's integrated pest management, or whether it's a seasonal formula change due to reduced light or increased temperature or colder temperature, that's what our crop consultants do. And that's a critical service. And I think when clients bring in one of our crop consultants, it's really them making a choice to participate in the cannabis industry at a global level and growing beyond their region and being able to maximize the output and quality from the square footage they have. So rather than, for example, invest in another 1 million square feet, why not optimize what you have? Take it to the furthest degree you can, and then considering expanding.